And guess what? We are live. What up? What up? What up, people? Y'all know what time it is. It is Friday night, 7:59. I'm a minute early this week, so hey, y'all. I always say I'm late for everything. Guess who a minute early tonight, though? That's right. It is your favorite two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, aka Dr. Dope. And I told y'all last week, if y'all was paying attention, that this is the kickoff of Dope DJ Month. I am paying homage to five different DJs every Friday night for the month of October. Hey, yo, I'm starting off. I'm starting off with one of my close personal DJs. You know what I'm saying? This dude done seen me rock. I done seen him rock. You know what I'm saying? He's also ATL's hottest alumni. 2000, what was that? 2018?
2018.
2008.
Nominated 5 times though. I done made it. I appreciate people just, acknowledging the brother out there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no flavor.
Indeed, indeed. Tell these folks who you is, big homie.
Hey man, I go by it's your boy DJ Conan, man, Twin Beats Enterprises, aka Sean. Okay, for the folks that know me from the hood, know me from College Park, Georgia, ATL, ATLian all day. You know what I'm saying?
Dig,
Shout
dig,
out to
dig.
Brother Clayton. Shout out to all my peoples out there. What it
That's
is. I'm blessed to be on your show, bro. Appreciate you having me.
Hey man, appreciate you for coming out, man. So you homegrown ATL then?
Homegrown, bro.
I love it.
I'm old Atlanta.
I love when stuff like that happen. And I'm gonna be honest, I had an idea, but I didn't necessarily know. But I'm just like, yo, man, ain't enough homegrown ATL in the city no more. At least not representing.
I seen you was a Patriots fan too, so I said, let me get my Falcons cup.
You said a Patriots? No, no, no. That's the
No,
wrong,
hold on. Listen. It's them
wrong,
vocal
wrong blue team. Yeah, definitely the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Definitely, definitely,
We won't
definitely.
talk no mess about no Cowboys, man, because they kind of on fire right now. So it's
And,
all love.
and we'll see you week 10, man. Yo, big shouts out to my boy Sarge in the building.
What's
He
up?
told
What's up?
he told me to give him a DJ name one time. He was a sergeant in the Air Force, so I nicknamed him DJ Four Strike for the night.
DJ Four Strike. I
DJ
like
Four
that.
Strike.
I like that Four Strike pimp tight. Keep it moving.
All day, man. So yo, how long you been at this DJ game, man?
Bro,
Just
man, honestly, man, not as long as people think, man. I've been DJing professionally for the last 5 years. Um,
really.
I kind of learned before then. Shout out to Wayne Whittle in Jersey. That's one of my mom's exes, man. Back in the back in the day, he used to DJ. That's the first dude ever made me, take a look at a set of turntables. But I come up, like I said, I'm from the A, so if you ain't really had that bass in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Especially on the streets of College Park, man, you gonna fall into some kind of the music game. So it's always been there, you did. But as
That's
far as
true.
actually professionally getting on turntables, it's been about 6 years since I've been going on 6 years. I've been going professional.
That's what's up, man. You done packed in a lot in 6 years though, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm blessed. One thing I will say, bro, is favor. When I kind of jumped head first into it, it was one of the things where I was like, should I not? And it's one of them things, man. When the universe tell you to go, bro, you just gotta go. So I just kind of dropped it, went for it. I'd already seen a little bit of success as a DJ. I was already starting to fill up my calendar, and it was conflicting with my last profession. Shout out to Clayton County Fire and Emergency Services. So
Really?
yeah, yeah. So I just, I was a sergeant there, so I just kind of um, I was self-taught, bro. I learned a long time ago, but it was self-taught, and it just got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I gotta believe in myself more than I believe in this job. You know what I'm saying?
I
So I
mean,
dove all the
and
way
that's
into it. I
and
dove-
that's a big jump though. And to
Yeah,
come from a profession like that. So you were a fireman?
yeah, man. Fireman medic. I had a bunch of
Wow.
jobs. Bro. I always been a hustler, but yeah, I'm from the medical field, so that was original. But
That's
you know
deep.
what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you mix a kid from College Park or in the Riverdale area on the south side. That was a skill I acquired. I really didn't plan on ever being medical or being under that. Um, I initially went to school for business marketing and management. So, I kind of changed courses But it was a good thing. It was one of them things again, like I said, when something say move, you just gotta move. And that was one of them ways I wanted to kind of jump into my own lane.
And that's interesting because it was like, with me, I always wanted to be a DJ. But somewhere in my head, I needed something that was just gonna be steady and pay the bills and get some
Right.
insurance.
Right, of
Because
course.
that's one of the things, y'all. DJs got to get their own insurance.
Man, you better tell them. You
DJs got
better
to get
tell
their
them.
own insurance. So,
And then they
and
gonna haggle you, man. They gonna haggle you about their price anyway. You don't understand. We get sick after your gig.
right after you done came up in my face,
But
smelling
it is what it is.
like 20 gallons of Hennessy, but you want to hear some Young Thug, you this close. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Back up. Give
yeah,
me 6 feet.
right, right. But yeah, so and it was one of those things where every job I got, it held me back from being a DJ. Like, but I would still try to get out there on the weekends, and
Hmm.
I hated 9 to 5. At every 9 to 5, I'm thinking about, yo, I need to be at somebody's club right now. It's
Right,
party going on somewhere.
right. I think it's
So
one of them things. Like I wanted to kind of. I don't know, man. I'm a complex dude, but I'm simple at the same time. Anything I feel like I set myself to do at that point is gonna happen. So I wanted to be a fireman too. So I don't think it was ever one of them things where I didn't want to be a D. I always was interested, coming up, Kizzy Rock, Jazzy. And you can, man, you know the list. We ain't even got to sit here and play. You know the list of DJs out here. So I mean, when you see them doing their thing, and then other local DJs. I mean, shout out to DJ Dynamite, man. He one of the coldest in the game too. It's a whole bunch of
hmm
uh, I really dove when I dove into this thing. I wanted it to be about the culture for it. For me, I ain't want to just play with it. I ain't just want to be one of the DJs pick up no controller and say, "Oh snap, I'm a DJ this week." Nah, it was a little. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You dig? So that's
indeed.
what it was for me.
And that's really how it should have been. I started a little bit before that. Like, I still started in the vinyl era. I was,
Mhm.
saying 17, 18 carrying crates. And I started when
Right.
I got to college actually. Like, it was just one of those things. I mean, when I was 12, I saw Juice. And Juice was that movie that said, that was that moment where I said, you know what? I
Crazy
want
still here, bro.
ah we gonna do that dance. My crate's all the way on the other side of the room.
Yeah, man. I'm
But
I'm
yeah,
still, but yeah, you that's yeah. I
but
remember Juice.
after I saw Juice, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. And when I got to college, and our college had a radio station, shout out to Southern Poly, all my folks from Spoosu, back before it was Kennesaw West. I went
Mhm.
to I went to Southern Poly right there on South,
Okay.
what is that, South Marietta Boulevard.
All
But
right. Okay.
yeah, so the radio station had everything. It had crates and crates, two 1200s and a mixer, and I was just like, oh, I'm a DJ today. To
Right.
the point
Right.
where I spent more time in there than I spent going to class. I spent more time there than I did studying. And I always say that was my birth because that's where I earned my first DJ dollar at.
Right. I'm gonna
Right.
tell you, first time I ever got on them tables, like for real, and it really wasn't even nothing, bro. I sucked. I literally sucked. But this was way back in the day. I was in fifth grade, bro, and we was throwing this huge party. Um, shout out to everybody that went to North Clayton, Riverdale, Middle. It was a whole. We was throwing a block party, and it was like me and maybe four of my friends. You know what I'm saying? We was throwing this real big party. The party was huge, but in the midst of it, my mom at that time boyfriend was DJing, and his needle got messed up. He was on vinyl,
Oh
so
wow.
he had taught me a little something, but he had to literally back in the day go to earwax. You know what I'm saying? Get a needle, get back to and it was just one of them things. You ain't. It was brand new needles, and it just happened to break on him. So
Mm,
while he was gone, he had a little spare one. I just was like, look, man, we got to keep this thing moving. So that was the
right.
first time I ever picked up the turntables. And I'm gonna be honest, as far as I'm concerned, I suck. But we ain't miss a whole lot of beats, and that was, So for what it was, that's what really made me believe in. DJing because I was seeing like how I could control the crowd myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was appealing. You know what I'm saying? But it really just it felt good to see other people feel good. So that's a whole nother thing, man. It's a therapy thing for me, but I love it. Um, I really just want to make sure I do right by it. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
My contribution to whatever the game gonna be, whether it be on the south side of Atlanta or any other part of it, is just to give it something authentic. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little bit original and some authentic.
I feel you. Hey, you know what was funny? My biggest issue when I first started, if I didn't like a song, I didn't play it.
Right.
No
Yeah.
matter how popular it was, and where it came and bit me in the ass one time was that Big Timers had just dropped Gator Boots and the Pimp
Mm-hmm.
Diary. And I heard that. I thought that was the dumbest ass song ever. And I'm like, yo, y'all sampled Gilligan's Island for this bull. Oh my man, I went in.
Yeah,
Hell no, I ain't
you ain't
playing that
lying.
song. And
You ain't lying.
next thing I know, people coming up to me all night. You ain't got that new Big Timers? Hell no. And I noticed it's like no matter what I played, because I didn't play that, they wasn't fucking with me.
And you
So,
know what? That's crazy. You said that. I remember when that video dropped because they had the Lamborghini. I was a Lamborghini head. Lambo. It got my attention. So of course I was drawing the big timers, whatever. But when I tell you, I felt the same way about the song. Ain't nothing changed now. They doing it now. You did what's the name? Do it like it's your birthday all over the radio. So I'm just saying
yeah.
it ain't a whole lot different now. They still playing a bunch of dumb shit, but it is what it is.
But yeah, I had that was my lesson then. It's like, you know what, whether you like it or not, you got to get what's popular to
Right.
move that crowd. Unless you can get into one of those spaces where you got core crowds. Like,
Right.
if I'm in somewhere like what was that spot over in Edge? I think it was called Backstage.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, now Backstage was just for real true school hip hop. So
Mm-hmm.
you had played that in there, they'd have threw you off the stage. Like you got to come in there with your Raw, your KRS, your Mob Deep, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and some possible break beats because they're gonna be in there back spinning in the whole nine.
Right.
So, but at the same time, for your average crowd nowadays, particularly, you got to have Lil Baby, you got Dub Baby, Cardi, and Meg.
Bruh. I was
Those are like the four horsemen right now. You play those
man,
four, you
I be
good.
telling my kids, man, when I'm in here mixing or whatever, if I hear them ask for a little baby, it's gonna be a fight. And I ain't knocking, bro. I really do rock with Bro Town. But I swear, y'all don't understand with DJ. Can you play Lil Baby? That's what we hear when we DJ. You play Lil Baby. You play Lil Baby, bro.
Hey DJ, you got to know the baby.
You play Lil Baby. You got to see the girl. I'm like, yeah, we got it, man. Go
You
sit
know the
your ass
you know the
down.
worst one for me. You be playing some hot shit. You be playing something that's moving right.
Mm.
And that girl walk up to the booth and say, "Can you play something I could dance to?"
Right.
This song
Right.
fast
If
as
you
shit.
came
What are
to
you talking
dance,
about?
go get your little man. If you came to dance, come dance. Period. Why we waiting on it? Why we
And,
waiting on it? You waiting on
and,
one song to drop. If you come have a good time, man, come have a good time.
and
I,
that's the thing. And that's the thing. And you know what happens in that moment? I saw this. I really have been studying crowds lately, and it's been kind of blowing me in a sense to where they'll get turned for like the first 30 seconds of that song. They get their phone out, they put on the
oh
show,
yeah.
and then
Then
next thing
that's
you
it.
know, and that's it. And I'm like,
That's
you
it. I
got
mean,
you
but
got to shit me.
but
You
Goody Mob
got
said it, bro. They don't dance no more.
all they do is this.
And all they do is on this damn phone. But
Man, and the thing
that's
is, Good and
generation.
Mar, Good and Mar don't even know they were being prophets with that song.
Bro, it was a prophets with a couple songs. Yeah, man.
It
Matter
was
of fact,
definitely
shout out
prophetic
to it,
with
bro.
that.
I just had one of them, one of their kids on the bus recently. So yeah, hey, shout out to Goody Movie.
Like, yeah, for real. I mean, that's true ATL royalty right there.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
that is true ATL royalty. So, yo, what made you come up with the name, man?
DJ Conan,
Yeah.
bro, it's one of them things that stuck. So I pledged back in college. I went to Georgia Southern University. I did pledge. Shout out to A5Q, Alpha Omega National Service Fraternity. Ski ski to the bros. But that was my line name. And at that point, you know, I was a wild boy in college, man. Georgia Southern, bro. Sleep on us if you want. If you know, you know.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard the stories.
If you know, you know. I lived
Uh,
up to being Conan back then, brother. It
not
wasn't
the
no
bar.
DJ, it was just Conan, and it stuck so hard, man. It stuck so hard. But I think most of my nicknames, for whatever reason, unless you grew up with me and you just know me and Sean, man, most of the folks end up knowing me by. I get called Conan. I even hear Hollywood everyone. That's a real throwback, but that was back in football days. So
Okay.
it just always stuck. And when it was time to start DJing, I said, bro, I'm not about to recreate myself again. I'm just gonna recreate myself internally. And just so I'm gonna still be DJ Conan. We're gonna rock like that. I ain't about to put a whole lot of extra new thought into this new big man. This is me. You dig?
Right.
This is me.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this. One of the big things I ask DJs, particularly, what I'm saying, brothers that seen the transition. See, I actually worked through the transition. And I remember when CDJs were running like 2,500 a set. Well, not even a set, 2,500 a deck. So you was paying 5,000 for the set. And that
Right,
was on the low end. And
right.
then, saying for controllers to come out and everything go totally digital. Like, just walk me through like your transition with it, and like how did you feel in that transition?
So when I initially learned, of course, I learned those techniques, 1200s, but that was again, I was so young back then.
Hmm.
I didn't really have a transitional crush. It wasn't so different because I knew I had to have news and platters for me. That's a definite. So when I was looking into getting aboard, I jumped on the NS7 too because of the platters. At this point, I done beat this thing out of hell, but it's gotten me through it, and I'm definitely about to upgrade soon. But I knew I had to keep my feel because DJing is a lot of muscle memory,
Yeah.
and when you get comfortable with that transitioning is everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm to the point now where I've been doing those same type of transitions, even though I stepped away from DJing for so long. I did it so much that it's second nature to me now. But
Hmm.
really, it's really just like you said, reading the crowd. That seems to be the hardest transition because the crowd has changed. The music has changed, but the crowd has changed.
Crowds
You know
definitely
what I'm saying?
changed.
We coming
Hmm.
back from we from a time when Club Envy and Knuck If You Buck was an anthem, and not only that, bro, it's not only gonna move the crowd, it might shut that motherfucker down.
These are facts.
So, I mean, music always been real strong, especially here in the South. It's part of the culture. So that's been a harder transition to answer your questions than really dealing with a transition from uh, turntable to a controller. But I'm about to switch that on back up too. I'm gonna keep a controller always, but I'm gonna kind of get back to my roots with it pretty soon.
I'm thinking the same thing. Even though I'm really feeling that rain too.
Now I ain't even had a chance to really scope out the rain too. I
I've
was
just been
wondering,
watching.
it
I've
must have
been
just
watching videos, and the fact that it's about what is it, about 8 inches, and it got that real spin, so you get the
uh,
resistance.
okay. I like the resistance on it. That's what I mean. I felt it on the one, but I heard things about this too, but I didn't know it dropped yet. So, bro,
I'm not sure either.
it normally drops in Vegas, don't it?
I saw the price tag and kept scrolling. Is that rain too ain't gonna be no hoe?
Or two bands. Oh,
Probably a piece.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be like how the CDJs were when they first dropped.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. We'll get there when we get there. Then trust me,
it's been
if
yeah,
everybody don't jump on it, but you
yeah.
know how they
So
do.
so DJs, I'm gonna need y'all to wait on that rain too. Make the product
Right.
make it seem as if the demand go down, so the price could go down. So DJ Agony could get one for the cost
And,
of a pair of shoes.
and Conan. And
And Conan, and
Conan.
Conan, right? He needs a rain too.
Hey.
But one thing I miss, and you bring up old Atlanta, and I miss this. I could bring this up to somebody from old Atlanta. Every summer having like that theme music of the summer. Like
Mhm.
the So Def bass tapes used to come out
Oh
every
yeah.
summer. Um what was the other one? Rhythm and Quad was another one. In the beginning there was bass or
Yeah, in the
just
beginning that was bass. Yeah, that was
yeah,
definitely anthem. You had man, yes, you had so many. So Def really killed the '90s with it. They had an anthem every other damn summer.
that's
So
what I'm saying.
you know,
Every every summer. So well, which one would you say was your favorite one? So Def, one, two, or three?
I'd probably go with three.
Really?
I'd probably go with three.
I'm gonna be honest. I have to agree with you. Even though, like, as a kid, one was my favorite,
One,
but with
one, one kicked it off hard, but I think three finished it off right.
and with three, you got a bunch of R&B cuts with bass tracks.
Mhm.
I
Right.
think that was the draw for me. Just like,
Yeah.
yo, it's like you got somebody doing a cover for Cindy Lauper time after time with a bass track under it.
And I like that though. I mean,
Yeah, that shit is
personally,
fire.
that's so dope, man. Like music's so diverse, bro. We be putting it in a box. You can't put music in no box. I
This is
don't care
true.
if it's R&B. I don't care if it's Haitian music, gospel music, whatever. I done trapped out a gospel set. It just,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying. You gotta have fun with it. It's not meant. The music is not meant to be kept in the box.
Hey, you
So
didn't get that lady to grab you by your ear and escort you out the door.
now I ain't do it at church now. I ain't do it at church. But yeah, man, I always got to play around with those stuff, man. It's I like the creativity that especially a lot of old artists put into the music. That's what I
Mhm.
try to put into the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of carbon copies out here.
That
So
is true. That
you
is
know,
true.
I yeah,
Lot of
DJ man. I ain't gonna say no names, but the bottom line is you can go to certain spots and it's swear they spinning the same jump drive.
hey, the sad thing is it's real, and it's like I
Oh, I
even
know it's
try.
real.
I even try like every week because, like I said, I got the four horsemen: Lil Baby, the Baby, Cardi, and Meg. I've tried to throw different stuff in there, and it is really like more or less. It's like kind of throwing that little drop of water in the grease to see how hot it is.
Mm.
I've even tried to throw a house in on a typical top 40s crowd just to see what they'll do. They
Everyone,
hate it.
yeah, maybe one or two. With
They,
my
you
with
know,
a lot of the parties I do try to drop them in there subtly just to kind of see what they're gonna do. But sometimes it hits, sometimes it don't.
right, right. One thing I am noticing though, no matter how much they loving Meg and Cardi, bounce ain't going nowhere.
Nah,
Bounce ain't
nah,
going nowhere.
nah.
Bounce is
Not only that, a lot of the like I said, a lot of the stuff we came with, the stuff that made me a DJ, the '90s drops, the whole old Atlanta feel. You can always mix that in with a good little baby and still keep a lot of crowds. Especially, I mean, if you especially doing 16 and under, I mean, no knock on them, but I try to stay away from them now. At this point, I'm getting older.
yeah.
But,
I mean, because
sometimes hey, they keep me in business too. So I mean, it's double salute. I do what I got to do to make sure my crowd have a good time at the end of
it's one of those things with them. It's like they'll come up there and be asking for stuff that it's like, yo, I've never even heard of that.
the night. Oh yeah, bro. I done got asked for a song that dropped 8 hours before the party. I'm like, bro, I mean,
Because they heard it online, right?
it's like a classmate. You ain't got this. Who is that? Him? I'll be like, nah, I ain't got that shit, bro.
It's like, and who is he?
You over there?
But man, he fast, y'all. You need to play that
I mean,
for real though.
man, listen, it's all of the independent artists. I definitely have a thing, um, for independent artists, but it don't be man. There's an etiquette that needs to come out. But in a time when there's no more etiquette and nothing, you just want to tell them, man, look, I'm not playing your classmate shit unless they sent it early. Just
But
saying.
but I agree with that. and I had to keep telling people, yo, I'm not playing anything off your phone either.
Yeah, like you gonna kill you. Not only you killing the mix, you might kill the sound. Ain't no telling what's on your phone. I done had all kind of stuff like that go down. Like, bruh, I'm good.
And that's my biggest thing, particularly like with doing showcases. And I really don't want to do showcases anymore. I'm gonna be honest. Open mics, stuff like that. I really don't want to do them after just the recent experiences. So one, my indie artist, invest in one of these. You get a four pack.
Right.
Get a 4-pack at Walmart
You can
for
get a 10-pack on eBay.
easy, easy. Invest in one of these. Do not walk up to me with your phone, and because here's the thing, one of the and a lot of people don't really know this about me. I don't DJ with a laptop, people.
Right.
My my mixes are, you know what I'm saying. My mixes come live off my head, but I got a 4-pack of these, and they full.
Mm-hmm.
And they got numbers written on them, so I know
So
what
you know
one
what's
is,
what.
what two is, and I know the black one is the master. That was
See
kind of
that?
that was kind of an accident on purpose.
So let me ask you a question, bro. Because you did mention you don't DJ on laptop. How long you've always done DJ like that?
hmm You gotta think. I came from the era where there was no laptop,
Right? Big
and
facts. Big
and
facts.
so I learned a lot of it by ear. And it really came down to at one time when I did want to make that transition, I couldn't afford it. A
Right.
MacBook at the time on the low end was running about 750.
Right.
I just didn't have it. So what I really had to do was stay on top of what was current and what was hot and make sure I had everything already loaded so that nobody could come and say, "Hey, do you have this?" And I had to say no. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
I feel
But
you.
but yeah, a lot of it really comes from playing it by ear. It was a young brother though. Young brother was showing me something the other day to where he's DJing with no headphones, which is like I see shit like that and get the shakes.
Right.
But he was like, "No, I just read the waves." He was like, "See where it turned blue right there? That's the snare right there." No,
Yeah. I mean, there's so many tools out there.
I'm like,
You
"Is he fucking
know,
serious?" I'm like,
it,
"Oh shit, it is."
yeah. I guess the thing with it is because obviously when I first learned, we didn't have laptops either, but it was it's just so convenient. You know what I'm saying? When you do learn how to read the wavelengths, it's so many different ways people go about DJing. Now, I always tell people when they get on my board, I say I could DJ on it, but I don't know if every DJ can DJ on my board because it's
Mm,
different. And just like I could, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And I have settings on there that probably most DJs don't have because it's comfortable for me.
right,
So it's just a matter of comfort. But I think that's definitely dope because you keep that culture alive with it. You don't see that often. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's definitely something I admire. I see, bro, you got nothing. He ain't, just out there, just
And
out there. But
it was kind of one of those things at a time too. It was kind of like a sense of rebellion because
mhm,
at one particular time I did see where anybody with a MacBook and controller were DJs.
that's true. That's
And
true.
and a lot of it kind of worked on its own. I mean, I used to make mixtapes with Virtual DJ and what was the other one? Traktor.
Okay.
That that was how I made mixtapes. And it gave me enough of a real DJ feel digitally to where I'm like, okay, this doesn't sound like I got a whole setup in my house, but it's good enough for a mixtape.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of
I know
mixtape, that's so crazy, man. I used to make mixes in college. That was one of the ways I made it through. I wasn't DJing per se, but I was in the club every weekend listening to the DJs, and then I go home and mix something up, play around with something, and then I'll be selling CDs. I did that in college, pretty much my first and second year.
that was
So,
my hustle. If you had your own disc, if you had your own disc, it was $5. If you didn't, it was 8.
bro, I was in there burning all. I'm supposed to be studying. I'm sitting there watching it, bro, complete, bro. That's how I was burning. That was my work.
And that was the
That was
thing.
my work.
I was one of the few people that had a tower with 2 drives on it.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm burning all night. I mean, I might burn them by request, or You know what I'm saying? I
But I
might
got
burn up a
friends
few
still
of
got
them.
them mixes.
You
Still
know
be
what?
showing it to me.
My two mixtapes that I actually put out on the street, drunk Slizzard and Slurred Volume 1 and 2, I still made it a point to keep a copy of those.
All right, well, you got to shoot that to me. I got to listen to that.
Yeah, because that was my attempt at doing a chopped and screwed sound.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give it more of an ATL feel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I did one, and this one like my baby that I don't let out the house. It was called Drunken Love, and it was a chopped and screw R&B tape.
Right.
So what happened before I was able to get that one pressed up and distributed? That's when the whole situation with DJ Drama went down. Well, all the dudes that was doing the mass bulk copies of your mixtapes or whatever
Mm-hmm.
disappeared. They didn't want no problems with it. They thinking, well, if they got drama on Fed charges, what they gonna do with me? I'm like, dude, you stay all the way at the end of Ben Hill. What are they gonna do with you? They gotta find you first.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Old National did not care. Old Nat did not care.
But yeah, I knew a lot of dudes was selling off their stuff because they thought that mixtape DJs was gonna start. Well, people that was making mass copies of mixtapes was finna get like fair charge. Because you remember when they got drama, they seized his house, and
Right,
you
right,
know,
right. I
drama had
remember that.
towers. They walking out with towers and like hundreds of spools of CDs.
Yeah, that definitely down there. See, that was before my time, especially as far as DJing. But I definitely remember that drama going down, and that was one of the things that kind of was that got me geared more towards DJing, like professionally, because
Mhm.
I was so scared downloading all the mixtapes in college. I was like, bro, they're coming to get me too. I'm on the best. I know I'm on it. I
I
mean,
mean,
I had
you gotta
access
think
and all that mess, so I didn't know what was going on.
we got that we came from the days of Morpheus, LimeWire,
Right, bro. I had punters. And, I
right.
had all kind of stuff on my computers, bro.
Oh
It was
yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Man, please. I probably destroyed 3 or 4 computers with all the viruses and stuff that I put on it with all the programs.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, it was something about them apps. So it was like, you go to somebody's computer and you don't see that lime up there or that big M. It's like, damn,
mhm.
bro, computer lame as
Yeah.
hell.
Big facts, big facts, big
But
facts.
yeah, man. So let me ask you this: you ever
What's
had a
up?
situation where you kind of hit a wall in front of a crowd? Like anything happened, whether it was a technical issue, they wasn't feeling it, or what? Like you just hit a
Yeah.
wall.
Just stuff that has gone wrong. I mean, I think everybody's at some point had somebody kick one of their cords out the wall or knock something out the wall. So I've had that happen once or twice. It don't happen often, but I've had that happen before. I think the biggest thing I can remember that really happened, I was doing a big event. I was doing it on National. And I was doing it for the Masonic Lodge out there. And I lived right around the corner. I used to live behind Rick Ross Mansion, Hotel, and the lodge was really like right around the corner. So I happened to see my homeboy who worked at the lodge on the streets, and I was like, man, I had my stuff in the car. I said, I'm going to drop this off now, and then I can go home, get a shower, come back, be clean for it, whatever, whatever. I went in there, set up everything early. I just, like I said, circumstance, I just happened to see dude on the streets headed there. So I went in and set up early, and I updated my iOS. And Lord, why I do that, man? The minute I uploaded it, everything was thrown off. Drivers was off. I lost everything. And
Wow.
I literally had this gig coming up in about 3 hours. In my mind, I had
Mm,
plenty of time to go set up, go home, get a shower, eat. You know what I'm saying? Regular little stuff. I
right.
spent that whole time, and this was like a black tie event. So I spent that whole time trying to get my programs back. I'm talking back tech supports and geek squads. I'm calling everybody.
Wow.
I'm trying to get back to the old program where anybody know with Mac. A lot of times when you go up to do upgrades, you can't just go back to the old setup. So I'm thinking,
So I was right.
I ain't got no music, I ain't got nothing. I'm shot. And literally about 20 minutes before the gig with troubleshooting with everybody. I got it back 20 minutes before. I never did go and get a shower. Never. That was probably the most stressful gig I think I ever did. And the gig went flawless. No problems during the gig.
But they don't see what happened before all that. That'd be the catch.
Right. I'm like, bro, I'm talking about pouring sweat. That is anxiety times 20.
I
But
can imagine.
you know, it was one of them things that a lesson learned. Like I honestly, I don't remember the last time I've upgraded my computer since then. And I've had something where I've had hot cues and stuff set, and my kids being here messing with my stuff, and I ain't know it. I'm doing a party later, and I hit my cue, and I don't know what this is, but it ain't what the cues are. Yeah, I've had little stuff happen, bro. I've had little stuff happen, man. Uncontrollable of it, but
I've been there. I had my first setup that I bought. I had this it was a Newmark, like what was it called, like a party in a box or something. It was this Newmark, and
I remember that.
had two CD drives on the front, had a fader,
Yeah,
had a jog wheel, but it didn't have no kind of scratch effect to it. You just
was kind of thick.
fast forward and rewind on it. And
I remember that.
so I'm doing this set it was like an open mic night. Got the comedian up there and everything, and the left side went out on me. The left side was just inactive, wouldn't do nothing.
I've had that happen too.
And mind you, like, you know, this was all CD. Like there was no backup to the backup, no flash drives, nothing. So I'm just opening and closing it, hoping it'll read the disc. It does nothing. So I gotta do all this on the right side. Meanwhile, the comedian who's the host, it was a female comedian hosting, she is riding me though. I was like, damn, where y'all get DJ such and such from? Y'all just hired this nigga because he's standing outside talking about we're DJ for food. Oh, she was riding me. I'm like, oh shit. God damn, I just gotta make it through this night. So literally I gotta do everything from the right side. So there's no clear transitions, no nothing. And when I used to put my mixes together, I would put I would date them. So I would know what's all on them by around that time period. So if I got the latest thing in there with like the newest date on it, okay, I could ride this disc out for at least an hour, hoping, you know what I'm saying. It would have been an open mic. I didn't have to have continuous music.
Right.
But yeah, that might have been the roughest time I had. That was about 2006.
I'll tell you one situation. This is in '06, yeah, it's definitely after that. This was probably when I first decided to really start going professional. It was a cat that used to hang out with. I transitioned into some of that later, but he ended up being a DJ up under Twin Beats. I've had some DJs under me before. You know, it was just really an opportunity for us to grow together, honestly. And that's what I was mainly focused on. But when I tell you, before he jumped on the wagon, he was my biggest hater. I'm talking about my big bruh. I'm talking about look me straight in front, be like, bro, you suck. And I was like, bruh. And honestly, it wasn't a mix, but I was really just getting started. And I'm like, bro, just that really put a fire up under me. Because when you got somebody that's your homie sitting there talking about, listen, bro, I'm one of them, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I ain't gonna talk you to death. You know,
these are facts.
When it comes to what I do anyway. If people say I talk a lot, I do when I feel like popping my shit. But other than that, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you when it comes to stuff I get down to. And bro, he lit that fire up under me. I'm thankful for it now, to be honest with you. And it got to the point where he eventually came and wanted to be on board. And to me, that was the ultimate. That was it for me. Hey, it's a humble approach. I could have snapped back at bro, but I'm gonna make you want to be a part of it.
And I mean, you made a believer out of him.
Yeah, he ended up hating again and going the same way, but you know they do that. You know, I knew it was fake love.
You know, as the saying goes, once a hater, always a hater. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate them too. Trust me.
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate it.
I remember this one dude. This is back about the same time period, about 2006. I'm DJing at Club Blaze. Big shouts out to DJ Don Juan. He was one of those ones that gave me my first bid in the strip club.
Yeah. You talking
As
about Fred in Ellenwood? God, I
I
think I
hope not,
do. I don't know. Okay, I'm making sure. Okay, I'm thinking somebody
but
else. A good,
I,
good. Ain't
now
but
now I got to reach out to him.
yeah,
We
well,
good?
check on your peoples, man. No, I don't think.
Yo,
I don't think it's been a minute, but I told you I was a medic first, so I met a lot of DJs the wrong way.
ooh, and
Artists too. There's a lot
and
of
it,
artists friends. I met them differently. So
but like
it
yeah,
wasn't
yo,
on the it wasn't on the DJ kit. It wasn't on
we gonna get you 10 CCs, but when you wake up, yo, can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture? When you wake up, take your time, take your time. Don't worry about it. But
Bro, the list is long on that.
one of the bouncers actually told me, he was like, "Yo, you fucking suck," and you can't really tell me that too many. Like, I'm not good with shit like that.
But it only
So
took one time.
now man, I come from behind that damn box. Now, mind you, if you've ever been in Blaze, the box sits up behind the damn behind the bar. Come
Right,
down and look up. I'm like, oh shit, it's big ass dude. Okay,
right,
all right, I'm gonna go back up in here now. Big
right.
shouts out to my LL Chandra Butler in the building. What up, LF?
What's happening?
So
What's happening?
but yeah, like the bouncer was just hard up, just like, yo, you fucking suck. And I'm like, well, what sucks about it? You just suck. So I couldn't tell if he was hating or if I was really that bad. But after a while, he just started pissing me off, man. I was just like, yo, man, I'm about to kill this big motherfucker, man.
It be like that sometimes. I trust me, man. That's how I felt about bro. I wanted to grab by the neck, but I said, you know what? And the honest, I knew it didn't suck because I had people on the floor. I think the first big club venue I did was Ice Bar. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And this was before it was I can't even remember what it was back then, bro. But that was the first club on the south side I did.
Ice
Um,
bar on the south side. Okay.
yeah. It's Ice Bar now. It wasn't that I've DJed at Ice Bar too, but I'm not talking about it was something else. I can't even remember what it was before Ice Bar, but that's where I initially DJed at. And then I Lounge too. Shout out to I Lounge. So it's been
I lounge over in the village, over East Atlanta, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so I definitely, I mean, I I was blessed to kind of come up with some good DJs to be distant mentors because some of them I knew, some of them I could pull up on, and then some of them I just really had to study and watch and figure out, how I can create my own sound because I really
Right.
don't want to sound like nobody else. There's so much music out here. Why should anybody sound like anybody? But
Yeah.
that's another story.
I mean, and you know what? You have a lot of them who just kind of fall in line, and you hear the same song sometimes in the same damn
Right.
order at certain spots.
A lot of spots. A
In the
lot of
s-
spots.
in the same order though.
And
Put the
see,
Meg
that's a
before the Cardi
ATL
this
no-no.
time,
That's a
huh?
real old Atlanta no-no, honestly. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100, that was, bruh, the old school Frank Skis and all of them. I mean, these folks I haven't got a chance to really watch rock back in the day in the club.
Hmm.
It never went down like that. You almost couldn't tell what it was gonna be, but you knew it was gonna be hot. You knew it was gonna be fire. And you knew
Right.
they were gonna be creative, but folks don't really get creative no. As much creativity is out there in the art form now. Everybody
But
copy.
but here's why though, and it's sad to say this, but the crowd don't appreciate creativity no more.
That's true too. That's
You know,
definitely
like do you realize when the last time I for real scratched? Like I'm talking about like scratch, like cutting. It's
right.
been it's been a while.
It's
Smooth transitions back and forth all night until I feel like I could get a crowd that will appreciate the art of DJing.
it sometimes it with me. I jump into it. It just really depends. But like you said, if you're gonna do it, which like you said before, it's gonna be that 5 minutes. That's all they're gonna really give you. Solid 10 minutes, unless you. I done had a couple parties that really stay rocking out with me, but for the most part, it'd be the old, not the older heads, 20, 25 up. and 30 up.
I give you. I'm
Especially,
about to say I give you about 30, 35 up.
yeah, I rock with the 20s sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Annoying, but I can rock with them. They, kind of
Right.
like, all right, I deal with you, just. But you got a couple of them out there that really appreciate it. But my older crews, they came up on good music. You
They
did?
came up with. I mean, they came up with us.
Yeah, they came
And
up on good
you
music.
gonna mess around
That's
and
important.
recognize half of them out there.
That's important. Yeah, that's another thing. I can't go nowhere without from recognizing me now. And I really, and it ain't even from DJing. Obviously, I do a lot of other stuff, but it's annoying. I try not to even go out much anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if this happened to you. I'm very comfortable with the crowds. Don't get me wrong. I'm very comfortable being out in front of folks.
Hmm.
But it still created kind of a social anxiety just because it's overload. Like it's Man, for music, I've done a lot of music festivals. Shout out to Sweet Auburn. I used to do that every year. I haven't done it in the last two, but just different. Um, let's see, like gospel explosion stuff where it's a lot of people, and it's just overload sometimes. So I honestly kind of comb back off the big crowds now, just because you get a couple experiences out here in Atlanta. They'll follow you ass home. You know what I'm
Oh shit.
saying? So
Maybe I ain't that dope there because ain't nobody follow me
I,
home.
It ain't even that, bro. It's just, you know what, man? Folks don't like to see you come up. It's really that simple. It's really
Man.
that simple, bro.
And I hate that it be like that. I don't know, but you know what though? Like I like that rush. Like to come down, hit the stop button, and people coming up to you like the love in the crowd, like after the
Hmm.
set, not just during, because the music's gonna drive you during, but afterwards, yo, like that's the reason why I don't do drugs. Like I don't even smoke for real because yo, like that crowd had me high as hell. Like let enough people tell me, yo, man, you killed that shit last night. I'm
Yeah,
like, shit.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna blaze while I'm doing it, but I'm gonna kill it.
But let me hear that. Like that happened to me literally a couple of weeks ago. Like the bouncer walks up to me at the spot and he was like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, man? I'm like, what happened? Bro, you was on one tonight, boy. God
But
damn, boy. I was like, yo, okay.
I'm gonna tell you when it really got to me about my mix, because honestly, I'm not. I've always been kind of reserved, chill. I don't always be the loud. Now, I ain't saying always, because obviously, like I told you, I was in college.
And you
Different
was
story.
you was Conan before the DJ.
Yeah, so I mean, but for the most part, I've always been pretty chill, man. I did martial arts. I've always been pretty laid back, reserved. So I don't want to try. I'm kind of back on my chill for the most part now. Just don't test me. But it was one of them things where this gave me an opportunity to let that out, and I literally had to have conversations with myself about my mix because I'm hypercritical of myself.
Mm.
If it ain't A1, I don't even want it out. I don't put. That's the only reason I ain't got no new mixtapes out or nothing like that. They coming, but I'm so meticulous that until everything perfect with this, I don't want to move forward with nothing else. That's just kind of how I've been. So I've kind of had to talk myself into a place where I'm like, look, you gotta stay believing in your mix because I don't have a problem with the mix. It would be talking on the mic. I hated talking on the mic. Always hated it.
I'm gonna
I
be
don't
honest.
know
I hadn't even got.
that I can't talk. I don't like hearing myself through the speakers. It don't sound right. It don't
Okay,
sound
so I'm
right.
not the only one, people. I'm
Nah,
not.
nah, nah. I hate
I
it.
hate. I hate the sound of my voice. I'm like, yo, it's some big dude yelling at me.
Bro, I'm not the MC. It's all of that. I just hate it. It ain't even no flex. I hate it, hate it, hate it. But I
That's
kind of had
me.
to, I did a party once, man. And really, that was all they wanted. It wasn't no different they want you to hype them up. And I was just like, bro, I let the music talk. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna just be a mute. But I ain't gonna kill you with all that. I don't have to do all of that. Bro. I
And
just
now think
fast.
about it like this. Think about how hard that was in a strip club. And now, mind
Yeah.
you, if anybody in that watches this or rewatches this, or anybody in the chat that has never been to a strip club in the A, it's about what you would say 75% mic work.
Mm-hmm.
You're not playing much of the song. It's all about got
Yeah.
20 on the stage.
Right.
50
Right.
feet, get the bartender.
And I recently did. It was I wasn't DJing the party, but my frat we had a little. We have a little annual every summer or whatever. And one of my partners, shout out to DJ, I dance Dan. He always at the cigar lounge. He a bad boy, man, creative, man. One thing about my frat, man, he got some really, really dope DJs in there. So shout out to all of them. One of them was my mentor. So definitely shout out to Casper too. But bro was doing a party and he happened to be on the mic. And honestly, I take opportunities like that to practice. Like when I see him get the mic, all right, man, I'm comfortable or somebody I'm comfortable with. Let me get the mic too. Or if it's another mic. And then I can work with bro. That's how I practice. So I would just do live parties, especially ones that they knew me then, so there wasn't no problem with them giving me the mic. They knew I DJed. So I would take opportunities like that, and there's been other ones to practice. So trying to get over that anxiety because I just don't like talking to a lot of damn people. Honestly, if I fuck with you, this is dope.
Right.
Say I fuck with you. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Fact.
But other than that, I don't really do a whole lot of extra for folks, man.
It was even at one time where I even had dubbed myself the quiet behind the riot because I'm not I'm not gonna say a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, here they already made the music. I'm gonna make the music dance, but
Yeah,
like I said, being in a strip club, that shit could make or break you, mostly break you. If you're
that,
not really one of those on the mic shit talking ass DJs, they don't
that's
want to
one of
know
the
about your
things.
transitions. They don't give a fuck about your blends.
Right,
But
right,
however, this dude right here with the green shirt has been sitting here for 10 minutes, babysitting one drink, and it's your job to call his ass out.
right. That's one of the experiences I really wish I would have got a chance. I haven't done a strip club, and really not even for the nostalgia saying I'm at a strip club DJing. That don't mean shit to me. But just because I know that's where the greats are made in the A. They made it in the strip club, so salute to a lot of them, man, because there's some really, really dope ones in the A.
And I'm be honest, when I dropped out of college, that was where I landed. I landed at I was supposed to be at Jazzy T's, but then a situation happened in the parking lot. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and the night I was supposed to be there, I remember my mom's begging me, "Don't go down there. It's ghetto down there. You ain't been back in town." But this, that. I'm like, yo, but I'm trying to hit the ground running. I'm a college dropout at this point, so I gotta hit the ground running. I gotta do my thing, man. I didn't go. I'm sitting at home mad as hell. I look at the news, sure enough, in the parking lot, it went down. That was around the time when Jazzy T's closed too.
Right, right.
But yeah, and
Yeah.
so but Blaze, I remember I started at Georgia Perimeter. It was a sister I was going there with. She said, "Yo, check out Blazing Saddles. They looking for DJs." I'm like, "Blazing Saddles," but that was Blaze before
Right,
Blaze.
right, right.
So it's down the way on Moreland. I was going to Georgia Perimeter on Panthersville. So I'm down the way. I go in there and
I
check
went
it
to
out.
Atlanta Metro for a minute.
You said what?
I said I went to Metro for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. So I go down there and like I said, big shouts out to DJ Don Juan. He gave me a shot because I didn't know that then you had to have an adult entertainment license to DJ in the strip club.
Mm.
So he
Yeah,
would let
yeah,
me he would let me come on an off time. So Sundays midday, he was like, "Yo, do your thing, make what you can make. It's your show right now."
yeah. I got asked to do one club, man, one strip club, but honestly, it was just too, you dealing with some of them. I was dealing with the promoter. I wasn't dealing with owners. And if you deal with clubs, you know the difference dealing with them. So I didn't end up dealing with the promoter more so, but I would have dealt with the club. But that's one thing I kind of wish I would have did just to get that under my belt. But I'm
Mm,
not tripping that I didn't at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
I'm from here. I'm very familiar with Atlanta strip clubs. There's no faking that relationship over the years.
dig,
I
but
got to listen to some dope heads, man.
and it's one of those things to where, like you said, promoters. I promise you, there's two people that I hate to see them coming when it's time to set up and go to work. That's promoters, wedding planners.
Yeah. Boy,
Promoters always have more excuse than money. They always got
yeah,
more excuses
big
than
fact.
money.
Boy, you said a whole mouthful. You know what? I almost got on the horse. I almost said something. But the truth of the matter is, And don't think just because we're gonna talk about the promoters, you wedding planners no damn better, man. Y'all don't be knowing shit. Y'all get your information and then come see us. You know what I'm saying? Get it all together. We appreciate that. That helps our job. That make us make you look good. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, because I don't have some really, I've had some great experience with some, and then I've had some not so great experiences with wedding coordinators. To the point where I'm like, are you sure you the coordinator? You know what I mean? Like,
Do you even know these people?
right, right. And I mean, even they would mess their names up. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know how you expect me to come in here. They looking at me. You know what I'm saying? But it hasn't been much of that lately. I'm kind of a little bit more meticulous about how I approach the weddings now. But I've definitely been through it with some wedding planners.
I've definitely been through it for some weddings. I'm gonna be honest. Lately, the only weddings I've done were people that I knew that like would reach out personally and be like, "Yo, I'm getting married." Da 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 da. Other than that, I don't know. I've finally gotten to the point now because at one time I was a whole whore with this DJ shit. If you said you needed a DJ, I was there.
Right.
That range for the
Yeah.
slide. But it's like nowadays I'm actually saying no. And
Yeah, you got
you know,
to.
it doesn't make me feel any different. Like I thought like if I said no, I was gonna break out at highs and have one of these freak out moments. Nah,
You know what?
I'm
That's my weak spot, man. Telling a lot of because I rock with so many people, and I mean, I guess I'm better at it now. Trust me, they'll come out a lot smoother now than it did. But coming up, man, I think I've bent over every kind of way backwards for my folks, and some of them have done the same, so I don't mind it for them. But now no come out real quick, real smooth, and real easy.
right.
But
That's
it took
that's
getting abused by that though.
yeah.
You know what I
And
mean? Because I was always trying to do for everybody in my mind.
and my
So
thing is it's especially when the price ain't right.
right,
I
right.
and
Now,
and
I
understand.
shout out to my boy DJ Daz out there, man. He the one that introduced me to what we call an aggravation fee.
Wow. Okay, now speak on that. Speak on that because I got to know what this is because this might get tacked on to my invoices nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. It's so the aggravation fee, anything 16 and under, and then when they ain't got their stuff together to you by a timely manner. That's just that's the blanket agreement. That's the general statement for it. We call it aggravation fee for that.
Aggravation fee. Love it.
We don't call it that by but as DJs we know.
Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Next time I do an open mic or a showcase, if I ever do another one, oh, aggravation fees getting taxed on from the beginning.
Yeah, I kind of I came up a lot with showcases, open mics, even shotgun. I've had to do a couple shotgun weddings. Didn't meet the
Mm,
crowd, never met the couple, never talked to them. You know, whether they be, and I'm talking at this point. I've tried to keep it as diverse as I can, but from white folks to Haitian weddings to Spanish weddings, they all have done a lot different. Quinceañeras so different, man. But
mm.
I've definitely had to tack in them aggravation fees on the fly. On the fly, yeah.
So I did a wedding some about a couple years back. It was a Greek guy marrying a sister.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally all over the place. But I'm partying I'm set up on the porch. They're out in between the yard and on the front side of the porch. It's it's time to go. My hours is up. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Right.
Dude comes up to me, yo, man, we not through yet. Yo, man, let's move your stuff in the house. No, 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 no. Yo, you don't understand. It's time to go, bro. So he was like, quick, what's your cash app? Uh, okay. I mean, if you want to know, Ray Stevens the second, dollar sign. Hint, hint. Next thing I know, 250 hits my phone. I said, all right, yo, grab that end of the table. Yo, you got 2 hours. Grab that end of the table. I got this side. Hey, man, hey, grab my speakers, man. Let's move.
Right.
But no,
Yeah.
like I've heard stories about with Greeks when they party, they're gonna party.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's definitely like that. And that was another part of my Georgia Southern experience too. Um, Yeah, man, it's the stories are crazy. Shout out to Fort Valley. We even though I was at the Southern, man, I think I made it more than a lot of these schools and some of these HBCUs around the ABAC, man. So I appreciate y'all housing me and getting me back to good health. because at the time I definitely was probably under the fucking. But man, we
But
had good times, man. Greek time, we always had good times. So yeah.
yeah, man, and that was like that when I was in school. It was, I mean, it might have been one of the reasons I didn't pledge was because I DJ for everybody.
Hmm.
DJ for everybody, whether it was, I mean, whether it's the Alpha House over at CAU, whether it was the Sigmas at Poly, like I was rocking with everybody. So
And see, at that time, I wasn't during that time. I wasn't DJing at all, man. But like I said, I was really blessed. DJ Casper, man. It's quite DJ Ola. Shout out to folks, man. At Alpha made with the DJs, bro. They was so A1 that that was study hall for me.
mm,
Like that was really real deal study hall for me because I
okay.
some dudes and they was from all over. It wasn't just Atlanta DJs. Some of them, the dopest to me was Casper, and he was from Clark. But outside of that, these cats was from everywhere, man. And they would come in, and it was literally. I mean, I've got to rock beside some of them now, and just really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Which that's a big deal for me. That might be like being next to DJ Monte for somebody else, but for me,
Right, right.
with them cats, I'm like, that's a big deal because I know what they bring to the industry. They
Yeah.
never played about it. So that I'm thankful for that circle, man. That really kind of helped form and shape what folks see as a product when I come to the table.
Did. So yo, tell them about all the other stuff you got going on. Cause people, I ain't even told. Well, I probably had told y'all. I tell you again, don't worry about it. He do everything. He do everything. Like he DJ Conan //and/.
///. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with it, bro. I'm just a passionate person, and now if I'm passionate about it, I'm gonna do it. When I stepped into DJing, one of the things, of course, I was scared of was not being booked. I'm just getting started. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just putting this together. So that definitely was something that was in the back of my mind. I'm about to quit my career with two brand new kids, two twin boys.
Mm,
Who do that? You know, but I used to. I would listen to Steve Harvey and all them like, Jerry, you just got to jump, and I just did it. But I was smart enough to know you need to have something else going. So my first thing I did was invest in a party bus. So I do operate a party bus business now. It has grown. I have two of them at the time. You can find me on Groupon. My website will be going back up very soon for those that have been asking. My bad, but I had some graphic design issues with folks, but my site will be back up, and that will really give you a big scope of a lot of stuff I offer. But the party buses, that's definitely one major push that I've been focused on. That's why I haven't upgraded my DJ with P yet. I'm so focused on getting that bus safe, right. Make sure my people that are on it are right, because a lot of times I'm not on the bus. I've been driving it for 5 years, so I'm at a point now where I'm not too big to drive it. I still would drive it. But if I'm gonna have other people on it and driving it, I always want my stuff to be A1.
indeed.
The party bus is definitely good. I got a 24-person bus, and then I have a 16-person bus that I'll be putting out very, very soon. It's really ready to go. I'm kind of just waiting on stuff to kind of finalize with it, and then I'll be putting that one out there.
Okay.
I do offer bounce house services. I have one bounce house that will be growing. I planned on making it a big deal, but the bounce houses ain't no joke, man. I like them; they cool, but I really just jumped on it because I felt like, from a business standpoint, like I said, I was a marketing major. It's easier to upgrade folks than always bring on new folks.
That is
So
true.
I really started looking at other ways I can expand the service that I provide to one client versus trying to get 5 clients. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And then that'll turn into 5. So it was really just a marketing strategy to try to build my brand. But I got so much other stuff coming. Twin Beast Apparel will be coming real soon. I did drop it at one point. I kind of scratched it for a minute. That will be a nonprofit. I'm claiming that now. Um, But yeah, that's going to be something for my creative arts kids that are coming up. I want to do something to give back to the kids. So I don't care if it's a small scholarship. I will have one in the near future
That's
for
dope.
kids that are in the creative arts. So my apparel line is definitely going to be something that I want to push hard. I'm also a licensed massage therapist. I'm actually my little studio here. I'm having to use it as my massage studio as well. So, I got my table here, but I'm actually building the whole spot. So that's a work in progress too. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
a massage
So
therapist.
while he touches the tables, he also touches the tables. That just happened.
I'm a licensed professional Atlanta massage therapist. And put that out there for my people. So I want
Right, right. This is not the Korean spot, people.
it ain't the Korean spy and it ain't none of that IG mess. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a really fiction. You got back problems, you got sciatic, you got issues, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make it feel good, but at the same time, man, I'm all about helping and really making a difference with it. Like, I do this for real. So again, I treat massage with the same passion I do as a DJ. I do offer the body contouring. I'm getting a lot heavier into that. I do have a product line, shea butters, massage oils. They are A1. When I tell you, my clients usually buy out of them before I even get a chance to post them and put them out there.
And there you
Um,
go.
I'm thankful for that. That was something I really got passionate about. I am a Reiki practitioner, so I do energy work. It really just all is my therapy, bro. That's to be honest. It was all a part of dealing with some of the PTSD of the environment in the medic. And then on the flip side of that, it was something that kind of put me in a place where I can progress. So I did. I put myself into stuff that it wasn't about no clout. It wasn't about no paper. I know how to get paper. Trust me. It was never
Right.
about that. Um, it was really just wanting to do something that was more, just as much for me as it would be for, my people that I do it for. And that's how I approach DJing. That's how I approach massage. That's how I approach whatever I do. I will have a
And
jet
that's
ski. I'll be renting out soon too. So there's more stuff coming, man. There's a whole lot more stuff coming. Um, I'm really excited for the next year, next 2 years.
yeah.
But at the same time, it's just me. I'm a one man show. So ain't
Mm.
like I say one man show because I don't want you no disrespect. I do have drivers. I have people that help me, and for them, I'm eternally grateful. And they're definitely a part of the journey. But for me, bro, that's my award every time, whether I win or not. I don't be caring about that stuff. I do care, trust me. I'm coming for your head, bro. But it ain't even about that.
I love it.
I do care now. If I'm gonna do it, I want to be the best. There's no question about that. But
Indeed. Indeed.
at the same time, it's a bigger picture that I'm after. My kids are eating, lights on. It's a real out the mud story for me. So honestly,
Yeah.
it ain't about flexing. It ain't about nothing.
And it's dope how you mentioned that this was more so therapy for PTSD, but you took it and marketed it like you eating off of it. Most
Oh
people get a dog. Most people got a dog. You got three different businesses. Well, no, four.
yeah, it's
Four
more.
se- four self-sustaining businesses that I can count right now. So it's like, yo,
Yeah,
fuck that dog, man.
it's and I got one of them too in here. He running around. He normally on my heel, man. But I'm really just honestly, bro. I'm blessed. And that's what I want. My input into each industry I'm in. I want folks to feel like, bro, I'm glad I got to hear, bro. Or I'm glad I got to get a massage. Like, you know, it is what it is.
That's
That's part of me. That's my journey. That's part of me being my true highest level me. But you know,
that's
outside
what
of
it
it, I
is.
also now to simplify all of it, I wanted to do stuff that my kids can see. I got boys. I got four boys. I have two biological kids, and then two that I had when I came into when I got married. So that's four boys. Then
Mm,
the young cats, man, they need some guidance. And it really,
true.
you can look and sit back and look where the OGs at, but hell, we the OGs now. So,
Yo, I still ain't ready to accept
yeah,
that.
bro.
I ain't there
Listen,
yet,
you
man.
see this gray right here, homie.
I'm about to say, man, look, I got about 3 right here,
Listen,
and
you better hold on to them three
like 3 over there.
and don't pluck them, because when you pluck them, 30 coming back. But no, I wanted my kids to be able to see what I'm doing, man. Like, obviously, I'm close enough to the streets where I could choose either route. I really wanted to. I wanted to have something that I ain't really had to hide my hand all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know it, brother. Like, when folks talk about me, trust me, they're gonna talk, because I ain't gonna do a whole lot of, but they're gonna know that I'm for real about what I do. So
Yeah.
that's what
And,
you
and
decent
and that's
about. That's what
big though.
Red Dot Enterprise is about.
That's big though, and that's one of those things. Like I said, any one of those that when your sons get up some size and age, they could be a part of, and eventually, what I'm saying, take the reins on.
All right, good facts, man. And I
Yeah.
mean, that was the plan, even starting earlier. But the as long as at the end of the day, when it's time for them to go cut a fool at whatever school they're going to, that I took care of my responsibility to them, then I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
hard. I ain't gonna stop. So,
Yeah.
I, like you had asked me before, man. You like, bro, so humble. It ain't really a. Trust me, it's an inner beast in there, but he ain't focused on trying to make everybody feel a kind of way.
I
My
mean, but
focus is
I
in the
mean,
business.
it has to be there to be a DJ. Like,
Oh
there's,
yeah, oh
you know,
yeah,
you ain't got no, ain't no, I ain't never heard no dude named DJ Sad Guy that gets up
bro.
there and he's just so.
I'm a straight
So
Aries, man.
oh shit, there you go, the whole round out here.
But I mean, I'm just all about good vibes now, man. Like that's been something that's an internal working. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So whatever
yeah.
you see in front of you, if it's positive, then I'm all for it.
I
I
mean, because the
gotta
thing
go
is, like
later.
like you said, at our age, yeah, we already had our time to act a ass. Like
I
now,
still will now. I ain't say I was done, but no, you're right. You're right. Though. You're absolutely
but
right.
I mean, right now it's all really about the chill and the bill, man. That's really
It's
all.
good.
That's all I
Amen.
really want to do. Yo, last
Amen.
last question, man. If you had to build your Mount Rushmore, and I even give you a Mount Rushmore plus one more. Top
Okay.
five, top 5 DJs, dead or alive.
Whew. A Mount Rushmore of DJs.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take one. You gotta put Quick. You gotta put Dre.
Mm.
You gotta put Jazzy. Hmm. I'm gonna put myself up there just because I deserve to be in the motherfucking cloud.
Talk that shit.
No, but seriously, man. Oh my God, you definitely. Um, it's kind of hard to even say some of them old names without disrespecting another, bro. Because I mean, you got, bro. It's impossible for me because there's so many DJs I listen to, man. It's so many, but I definitely would start out with them three for sure. Quick, Jazzy Jeff, Dr. Dre. Those are definitely some sounds and some DJs that I could get with off rip. Um, you know, if we talk about modern day DJs, I'm gonna give a shout out to Baby U. You know what I'm saying? He's
Okay.
definitely one I enjoy. Um, Monte, them cats, solid. Kizzy, Smurf.
Mhm.
Um, man, it, you can go on and on with DJs, bro.
I
There's
know.
so many amazing DJs, man. But I just really want to make sure my bottom line with it is, if you're gonna have a conversation about it in my city at some point, my name better come on.
Oh, goddamn right.
That's it. That's how I feel about it. When that's my main thing. Um, but yeah, man, it's so many DJs, bro. It's DJs even that I'm peers with. You, my friend, the God. You got shout out to Jersey, the DJ, Ola,
Mm.
um, Dynamite. You know, Johnny Dynamite, he a bad boy. He definitely got an urban soul to him. It's a lot of cats out there, bro, that I really, really do try to learn from. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then just take it and bring it home and make it my own.
Yeah. And that's one of the things though. Even though I've been at this, right at 20 years, I still study other DJs.
Yeah, yeah.
I still
What
study
about
other
you, bro?
DJs.
What about you? Who on your Mount Rushmore?
My let's see, my top five. It would have to go Jazzy Jeff.
Hmm.
Jazzy Jeff's kind of an obvious.
Right, right.
Smurf.
Okay.
Um, Ooh. Let's see, Jazzy Jeff, Smurf, Screw.
Screw. Okay.
Uh
Yeah, that's
huh.
Ooh, nice.
Dun-
Shout out to Scratch Master Popo. He one of the dopest out there now too.
yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to him.
Qbert. If you want to hear a scratch master at work, Qbert and then DJ Scratch, because
DJ Scratch. Yeah, DJ Scratch. Definitely.
they
He a
they
legend in the game too.
they take a lot of that scratch work and turn it into a whole nother art form.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean,
But I
you know,
mean,
and
God,
that's one of the things I've developed, and I'm still working on my scratching, man. I'm comfortable enough with it to rock a party, but at the same
mhm,
time, I'm so critical until I really feel like, when I feel like I'm good, then I go see somebody like that, and I'm like, man, back to the drawing board. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But
And
it's just,
and my guest actually next week, DJ Machiavelli. Like he's
mm,
one of those ones that I study him. I don't know if he noticed, I studied him a lot. And I'm noticeably older than him and been doing this longer than him, but it's almost like he came in with the glow. It's like Bruce Leroy's. I was like,
right.
yo, young boy got there killing this shit. I think I met
Oh
him. He was
yeah,
like, I was in my early 30s. I think he was like 24 when I met him. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can't even
it's
sit up here.
definitely,
I kind of want to walk in the room, throw my chest around, like, yeah, I've been doing it for so many years, and then I can't even talk that shit to him. I'm like,
yeah.
never mind.
I'm gonna tell you, man. It's certain DJs, and it's one DJ in particular, man. He was one of them cats I really, really looked up to. So it's like you could have asked me that same question about Mount Rushmore so many years ago, and I probably would have had a couple other DJs in mind. But I've had encounters with some of these DJs at this point, and
Mm,
there's so much shade, bro, that I'm just like, you know what? You another part of the motivation now. You a mark on the list. That's the way
yeah,
I feel about it. But you know what I'm saying? That ain't how I gotta approach it. I just feel like I'm gonna come in here, get in the lab, do my thing, and then if you book me, you're gonna see what time it is. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But it's some DJs out there in the '80s. I told them like I want to say when I started, I looked at them and said, "Bro, I want to be like that. I want to have this like such and such got it."
What
And
did it for me was did it for me was seeing Kizzy Rock at the bounce.
that
This
man, bro, the bounce, man,
Yeah,
that's
Kiz.
why I lost my first grill. I lost my first grill. We were wilding so bad at the bounce,
Oh
but brought it
my
back.
goodness, boy. The
But yeah,
damn bounce. If
and
you,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
be
you,
honest with you, anybody that graduated high school between 2000 and '03 and you did not go to the bounce,
bro,
you
'02,
you you missed out, man.
class of '02.
I came out I came out '01, and that was the
Okay.
first thing I wanted to do: graduate, go to college, and go to the bounce.
I
So
didn't
yeah,
get at that point. I don't even think graduation was on the list. It was a plan. It was on the plans, but I was going to the bounce. You
these
best
are
believe that.
facts.
I was up in that. But
And
but you know what?
they had to
Clubs
be
like
the
that,
wildest 18 and up club ever.
clubs like that, envy other spots, man. That's why I really don't hit the club no more because it's hard to get that feel anymore. You know what I mean? I can compound, whatever, but it still be over. They overdo it. You know what I mean? It's just too
Hmm.
much, So it is what it is for me. I gotta not. My main focus right now is just focusing on my brands. You know what I mean, and really building the brands themselves. Um, as long as lights on and the kids eating, I don't really try to gauge myself against nobody else. because at the end of the day, I'm accomplishing the mission I set out to
I say,
accomplish.
yeah, you're
But
the
it ain't
measure of your
easy.
own success.
Yeah, and I still got a long way to go, man. Like I'm really gonna bring. I'm gonna get with you soon on it. You gonna know about it. You gonna
Okay.
know. I got some big plans on.
Yo, definitely. I'm here for it, man. Yo, tell the people what you got next, how they can find you.
All right, you can find me on IG. I'm also on Facebook, Sean Collier. That is my official government name for those that don't know. But I'm at DJ underscore Conan 69 on IG. You can also find me at Third Eye Massage ATL on IG. So that's the number 3 RDEYE Massage ATL. I got several IGs, so I got about 5 of them, but those are the main two that you can really hit me on, and you can hit me at any point. If you're really interested in the party buses, that's at twin underscore beats underscore enterprises. That's probably the best way to hit me about the bus. I'm kind of just starting to channel my buses just through that one. But my website will be up again very, very soon. I'm not a hard person to find. You know what I mean? Y'all can email me at twinbeatsent@gmail if you're trying to get in touch with me. Aside from that, man, holla at me in the streets. I'm out here. We outside.
Yeah,
We out here trying to get this money.
we
You
out
dig?
here, man. Hey, yo, hey, tonight, matter of fact, in about maybe 40 minutes, about 40 minutes, 1180 Sigma Road, San Francisco Surf and Turf. Yo, come kick good shit with me, man. I'm finna go in there and yo, the tacos are amazing, people. Come in there, get you a drink, get something to eat, man. Come kick good shit with DJ Agony. Also, this is just week one, y'all. We got 4 more of these to do. Dope DJ
Yeah.
Month shouting out, yo, big shouts out to my brother, my brother in arms, DJ Conan with this here, man. Cause yo, hey,
Man, double salute to you. Appreciate you having me on the show, bro. That mean a lot to me. Just the
oh
fact
no
that you
doubt.
reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't never been no competition like I told you. But
Nah,
at the same time, if you are gonna vote for somebody for Atlanta Hottest, go ahead and hit DJ Conan / Sean Carter. And if you can't find it, just look up. If you can't find it, you can't see it, you got cataracts, you go up a little bit, you'll see DJ Agony, and y'all can hit that as a second alternative.
I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, man. They need to go ahead and do a co-award, man.
Nah,
Co-DJ of the year, man.
no, but I appreciate you having me, man. That's love all day, man.
Oh man, indeed, brother, indeed. Anytime, man. Yo, as I leave y'all every week, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity could pay to greatness. Until the next time, it's the God signing out. Peace.